So I have a really huge list for my September books to be read pile, or my TBR pile. Pam over at Bookalicious is hosting a Read Your Own Books month, so I'm really excited because I finally am getting the chance to just put aside most of my review books and get to all of the shiny books that I've actually purchased myself. Of course, I can't exactly get away from review books completely because I'm scheduled for 2 book tours. So I will be reading The Kingdom of Childhood by Rebecca Coleman for a book tour. This is an adult book about a boy and a woman who fall in love, I guess. I don't know. It sounds interesting though, and it's got a wonderful cover, and I guess it's supposed to be getting a ton of buzz. And I'm also on a book tour for Audition by Stasia Keogh. This is a book about dance told in verse. I'm really excited about it. It's YA. It's coming out October 13th, 2011 from Penguin. Speaking of adult books that I'm really excited about reading, I have these 2 books on my to be read pile for August. However, I never got around to them. So I'll be finishing off the Mistborn trilogy, The Hero of the Ages by Brandon Sanderson. I've already started reading a few pages, but then I felt guilty and put it aside. So I'm really excited to pick that back up again in September. And also a Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. Everybody I know completely loves this book, so I'm really excited about it, and I really want something that is completely absorbing and that I won't be able to set down. While we go along with an adult theme, I guess you could say, I'm really starting to get into the romance genre lately, and so I chose these 2 books to go along with that genre pull, I guess. Both come recommended by good friends. First off is Bet Me by Jennifer Cruz. I picked this up because Angie over at Angieville had posted a picture of the trade cover, which is not this one. It's actually really cool, and both her and Allison at the Allure of Books completely love Bet Me. So I think I'll really like this because I trust their recommendations. And then both are fans of Kristen Higgins. I'm not sure how they feel about this particular book, The Next Best Thing, but it was the shortest one on my pile, and it sounds really good, so I'm excited for that. I'm currently doing this challenge on my blog called Fill in the Gaps, where you read books that you've never read before that are like perennial big hits, I guess you could say, or have a very long-standing history within your chosen genre. So these next 3 books are on my Fill in the Gaps list. First up is Sabriel by Garth Nix. It's the first of a trilogy. I guess there's necromancers and zombies. It's a blurb by Philip Pullman and Lloyd Alexander, who are kind of a big deal when it comes to children's fantasy. So I'm really excited about finally getting to this one. I Am the Messenger by Marcus Zusak. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a huge fan of The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. And I haven't read this one yet, so I'm really excited for it. I don't expect the exact same thing out of this book that I did, The Book Thief, but I think this will be excellent. And finally, An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. I've read Will Grayson, as well as Looking for Alaska, and loved them both. So I think I will love this too. Also, it's got math, and while I hate math in real life, I love math in theory. Finally, I have a few fun fantasy type books to read. First off is Bloody Jack by Allie Mayer. It's the first of a long series. I will be actually, I think, continuing this series in audio because everybody says the audio is excellent. It's basically, I believe, about a girl, Jackie Faber, who's an orphan. She dresses as a boy and ends up on a ship to go after pirates and riches. So, sounds really good. I picked it up at a library book sale. The Last Summer of the Death Warriors. I've had this on my TBR for a very long time, and I'm super excited about it. It has a gorgeous cover. It's from Arthur A. Levine Books, which is an excellent scholastic imprint. I recommend reading the books that come out from Arthur A. Levine. You can just Google it and find some great books. Fire by Kristen Cashore. It's a companion novel to Graceling, which I loved, and I feel like such a loser because I haven't gotten to Fire yet. I'm really excited about this book, as well as Bitter Blue, which I guess is coming out in 2012. So I can't wait to return to the world of the Seven Kingdoms. Also, to go along with some contempt that I've really been feeling lately, The Sky is Everywhere by Jandy Nelson. When this book debuted, it had a huge buzz throughout the blogosphere. Many of my contempt-loving friends recommended this one, so I can't wait to get to my copy of it. And that is my September TBR.